for a while ago on Twitter, you were putting out this, I think it was like 5 things per day that you're doing. Did I have that right? It was like a list. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what yours were. I think one of yours was like drink a gallon of water. So was it like working out? Like what was your things? I remember seeing that.
Yeah. 75 hard is
That was the same thing.
Yeah, you work out twice a day. Okay. You drink a gallon of water. You read 10 pages of a nonfiction or self-help book. You follow a diet, and you take a picture of yourself every day. And you do that for 75 days, no breaks. If you stop one day, you have to go back to one.
Oh,
cool. It's strict. No alcohol, no nothing. So it's legit.
Same things. Yeah, no, that's really cool. So I bring that up because at some point I saw you tweeting about like, I worked out, read the 10 pages, did this, did that. And I knew it was this taking action thing. And it was cool because I like quotes. There's this quote, which one is it? Shane Parrish says, clarity through action, not thought. Like if you're lost in a web of thoughts, just take action that day. That goes away. Okay. So I see this. This was like early last month. So maybe 6 weeks ago. And I was like, okay, I want to, back from the trip, I want to, get good habits going again. So I just wrote down 5 things I do every day, and I started doing them. And for like 2 weeks, it went really well. And then I had a buddy of mine who was feeling a bit stuck. One of my good friends from college, we had a conversation, and I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing where I just do these 5 things every day, right? Like I write, I exercise, I journal, I publish something, right? So and then I sit and be still for 10 minutes. Those 5 things. And I told him about it. I was like, what you need to do, if you want, is do your 5 things. And so we brainstormed right there, and his are similar to mine. They're a bit different. He's a musician, so he's creating music. He started doing his 5 things, and we checked in every day. We texted every day, and it helped me, and it helped him. So he's, talking to me after a week, like, this is so great. I'm finally making progress. I felt stuck for a while. He has dinner with his cousin who's trying to be an actress in LA, and she's had some success, but then with COVID, she's struggling, and he shares it with her, right? And then she starts doing them, and then he tells his mom about it, and she starts. So it's like this domino effect. So I was thinking of it from the ripple from what I do out, but I remembered I saw your thing on Twitter, so it's originally from that. So it's like when you do something, it ripples out. So like my best friend's like cousin and her mom and his mom, they're all doing this thing now. So it's pretty cool, man. So anyways, taking action, that's where it's at.
Holy smokes. It's crazy because you really don't know. Thank you for sharing that. You don't know what happens when you put something out. You don't know the effect it has. Yeah. And something that I like to think about a lot is a study that was done that showed if you suddenly become happy, if Will Mannon suddenly becomes happy, your friend's friend, up to 3 people, has a 10% chance of becoming happier. Same thing with you smoking or becoming obese. These hold true. And that thought always rings in my head when I think about things, and I think about this podcast, and you think like you're just one person. Who cares? Everything you do, everyone's watching. And even if everyone's not watching, in that moment, you are having an effect on someone else. And I think that's so important to internalize and to understand that our actions really do matter in such a big way.
Yeah, 100%. And even just in just a given day or a couple of weeks, right? This is just the seed of something. It's the start of something, this 5 habits thing, but who knows the effect it'll have on those people. And then maybe they'll tell people about it, right? It's just, so I totally agree with you, man. That's a cool, I have to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah. What were your 5 habits? What were they?
Yeah. It's write for 30 minutes every day. The only reason I wrote that solitude piece, I hadn't written in a while, is because I just wrote every day for 30 minutes. So write every day, sit still for 10 minutes. A guy named Sam Harris has an app that's pretty cool. I've been trying that out. Exercise. So for me, at first I was just a 1.5 mile run, and now I do 5 sets of a certain number of push-ups. It goes up, each week. So that's exercise for me. Journal, not even a time limit, just have to write in my journal every day, and then publish something every day. So I started on Twitter, sending out some articles and stuff. So those 5 things, and none of them are world changers, when you really zoom in on them. They're just pretty modest things, but it's the consistency, right? It's what you are, what you do every day. And stuff compounds faster than we think, right? You just got to get yourself on those compounding loops. Somebody said, don't be afraid of slow progress, be afraid of no progress. So as long as you're just doing something, that can compound. 0 doesn't compound. So, Yeah, it's a lot of your worries go away when you just bring it back to like today. What am I doing?
How do you track those? Is it just a sheet of paper? Do you have a Excel sheet? What is the tracking mechanism so people
Yeah,
can really get an idea?
I thought I had it here on this desk, but it's just a 3x5 index card every day. Write down those 5 things, and then cross them off one by one. I write best ball pen in the world, G05, whatever. I love these things. I write this every day, and I cross it out with a Sharpie. And that sounds so silly, but for a while I was like tracking on the sticky notes on the Mac, and that doesn't work. It's that satisfaction of you write it and then you get that Sharpie and you cross it out, and it's like I did my 5. Sounds silly, but that works for me. Find what works for you.